Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got the water starter for the region of Dqara. Now this little puppy here is based off of, I think it's Jeff the Shark, from the Deadpool comics. And actually was suggested by my fiance. So thank you, my lovely dear, for giving me the idea. But on a side note, I do have some things I want to go over. Now that I've got the starters worked out, I want to work on the Route 1 bug, rodent, and bird. However, these ones might take a little bit longer. I also want to go over the types, because I do want to add over new typing at some point. I like the designs I use for this one because I tried something new. Skin texture. You won't see it until I've finished drawing the first outlines of each of them. But I'm really happy with what I'm doing with them. Couldn't get the mouth right for the little sharky boy for a while. But eventually I did manage to get it done. And I'll figure out ways to make this part, or the last part where it shows off the final product, a little bit longer. I am still learning how to edit, record, and do all that fun stuff from my tablet, which, if you know, doesn't really have a lot of editing options without having to pay for it, and I can't always pay for it, so this is what I'm working with. Now, this line is going to be a little bit more sad, or at least design-wise. It was a shark pup that never could get back into the water. And I tried getting that more played out with the next design and the final design. I'm not too happy about how these ones turned out, but I still love them all the same. The first one's name is Charpup, a sea life. I think it did sea life normal. Sea life is one of the new types I was talking about, and it'll be basically an offshoot of water, just like ice is. But it'll contain mostly animals that live in the sea. I also did an animal type to get less normal types, and having flying type be the third one of that series. Now, sea life would work pretty similarly to how water does, being weak to ice and strong against fire. Main difference being sea life would be weak to ground. Now, I'm not entirely familiar with the whole the type advantages and disadvantages, basically just the basics of it. Now, with this, the top parts is actually poison. I know it doesn't really come off as much if I redesign these guys, that's the part that I want to really focus on. Yes, I did sea life poison. In the Middle Evolution's name is Carvinile, a mix of the Greek word for shark, or at least part of it, in juvenile. Now, with the final evolutions, I started going into like a more deer like pose, but decided against it. One thing I do like about this design in particular is how the tail is. Though if I were to change it, I'd make it look like the tail is underneath and not over. It doesn't really looks like it's underneath in this drawing. And I'd probably change how the arm fins looked. Just a tiny bit. I'd probably also change the eyelash part of this and get rid of one of the fins. Make it more Loch Ness like and less shark like. Now we're coming up to the point of the video where I have to say a couple more things. First thing being, thank you. Thank you to those who watch my videos on YouTube or on Instagram or on TikTok. I appreciate the love and care that you guys give me. I am starting out, and eventually I will work on like backgrounds and whatnot, editing certain pieces out and get all that worked out to where I'm happy with the quality of these videos. Eventually, I'll have a microphone, that way it sounds a little bit better. You'll be able to see my face during these types of videos. I have actual video editing software. But all that's just gonna have to take time. That being said, I'm appreciative for you guys waiting. I appreciate your patience with me, because I know I don't post on a regular basis, though I do try. My favorite part about these drawings has to be the shading. getting all the little details to where they look, a little bit more realistic. And of course I could change it up. And here's the texture I was talking about. I think I'll change it to where it's not as prominent on the skin with these ones. And I love the shinies that I did for these ones. But this wraps up the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.